Hi everybody, today I'm going to review the book called Adrenaline Junkies and Template Zombies, Understanding the Patterns of Project Behavior, written by a group of authors, Tom Demarco, Peter Hruschka, Tim Lista, Suzanne Robertson James Robertson, and Steve McMenamin. I think this book will be very interesting for the junior project managers who are just starting their career. However, it will not help you at the entry interview because it is not a PM book. I don't think it is that academic, but it will answer the question how many of the work hours will be tracked towards crying in the shower. Just kidding. I do think it will be interesting to the senior project managers also because they can remember good times and their experiences and just laugh about it. So let's go ahead. This book was written by a group of authors, as I said, 6 principal consultants from Atlantic System Guild, the company that does consulting for IT firms. It identifies around 90 typical scenarios or patterns the consultants observe going around the world and transforming the companies. Before I go further and give you my top 10 patterns from this book, let me give you the call to action up front. I will cite the book. Abstraction is profoundly human, but pattern recognition is not. We rather have the hunch recognition. I read this as humans prefer to call something they see a hunch, but not a pattern, simply because we are all lazy. Next time you have a hunch, think about it as a pattern. Please think it could be a pattern and act on it. My top 10. So, the first one is called Adrenaline Junkies. I think it is considered the most common one. It describes the projects where the priorities are constantly shifting. Everything is needed yesterday. Every project is urgent. In this organization, people do not think strategically anymore, and the work gets done based on urgency. The culture equates urgency to effectiveness, and it is very easy to become addicted to urgency. The most awful scenario is when the customer gives you a new requirement and you reply with the admirable responsiveness to this request, regardless of its potential for profit. It instantly becomes a short project with a very urgent deadline. Number 2 is called Referred Pain. It talks obviously about the situation when you address the obvious problem, not the root cause. The book gives you an example of a company that had too many password resets requests, so they decided to make the procedure to reset the password easier. However, the problem was in the password setting itself. They had ridiculous rules that people would never be able to remember their passwords. Were they to change that, there would be no need to change the reset password procedure. Right, number 3 is called Manana, and I again like the example that this book gives us, and it says if the Paul Revere's midnight ride through the villages and towns of Massachusetts was saying, "The British are coming, the British are coming," sometime next year, I'm not sure where and when, but the British are coming, he wouldn't have gotten the response he was looking for. They say that the window that we should plan our work for should be around 30 to 90 days. Otherwise, it is mañana. No feeling of urgency will bring us to no start. The goal setting that sounds like let's do a 50% of features by the end of May just doesn't work because it doesn't give you the closure of done that needs to be there. And unfortunately, nothing's gonna get done. Number 4 is called Fridge Door. Like your fridge door might have a shopping list on it and other stuff. This is about the fact that what is going on should be visible to everybody. Even though not everyone needs to know everything, the fact they can works very well for the team productivity. This is also called an information radiators. Number 5 is called Snorkeling and Scuba Diving. It is a good practice for a change, described where the analysis of the project continues throughout the whole project, top down, bottom up, every middle way. Number 6 is called The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow. It's about the project managers who believes that the past average progress will be different to the future average progress because they always have a reason why the past average progress was such and such. But average is average. That's it. Number 7, called Endless Huddle. The right of infinite appeal ensures that no decision is ever final. The book suggests the United States Marine Corps' doctrine of decision-making rules, which are: until the commander has reached and stated the decision, subordinates should consider it is his duty to provide his honest and professional opinion, even though this may be in a disagreement with the senior's opinion. However, once the decision is made, the junior must support it as if it were his own. Number 8 is called a straw man. From the oldest joke, clients don't know what they want until they see it, and it's not it. So they suggest that you offer a straw man to the customer to solicit a more fulfilling feedback. Smart. Number 9. I gave you a chisel. Why are you not a Michelangelo? He's talking about the companies who invest in all this cool stuff and instruments, but forgot about their workers' skills. Tools are important, but chisel is just a piece of metal with the sharp ends until Michelangelo picks it up. Last but not least, and the very sweet one, number 10, is called Nanny. Nanny in a traditional way is employed to take care of children, trained to be a teacher, a cook, a nurse, is responsible for physical, social, emotional, and intellectual development of children. Good manager is aware of his staff capabilities and assign responsibilities and tasks according to their skills. Nanny goes further, provides a working environment, both technical and sociological, that maximizes staff capabilities to use their skills. I wish you all have a nanny project manager. That is it. I hope you all enjoyed. There are many more patterns described in the book, and it was actually very hard to pick. So go ahead, grab the book,